Thanks so much for joining us today. I'm Alex, and joining me today for the commentating is Noam. So how are you doing, Noam?
Doing very well. How you doing? How you doing, Alex?
Yeah, I'm doing great. I mean, I really enjoyed MLW playing in the league, though my results are mixed. But yeah, today we have a really great players going against each other. So jeastthebeast ooievaar, it's like Dutch derby today. I guess we are almost ready to start. So I see that Jeast actually won the flip. So Jeast, if you're able, please send out the invite to ooievaar, and we will be muting players, and let's enjoy some Wingspan.
Perfect. How, Alex, what's your record in LW right now? How are you doing? Are you done most of your games, or still going?
Oh yeah. As memes suggest, players should get at least 6 games per week, right? And I get almost all of my 30. But I mean, I'm like
Nice.
at 13, 14 or something. So like one loss more than the wins. Yeah. But yeah, let's concentrate on the game.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, interesting tray already. I mean, Savvy's always a strong wetland option, and going into Jeast's opening hand, it's definitely lacking. They're going first. I think that could be an easy pickup, although obviously you're tossing a lot of cards at Eva. So, and then the kite, always interesting for some early egg access along with that partridge. So it really feels like a story of the tray for Jeast. But what do you think? What would you look to keep here?
Yeah, so immediately looking at the tray and the starting hand, I think I would really enjoy having Carolina's Wren, Savvy's Warbler, and Partridge, because with Wren we can just pick both the birds in the tray, and then we'll have like somewhat easy access to food because Savvy is only 1 food cost. Carolina's Wren has like a cherry in the cost, and then we can pick up like the nectar from the feeder to play the partridge immediately. So it's like immediate value on X. It's like really, really great. Though maybe that Kakatu can be a little bit tempting for the first end of rounds and an extra food, but just went with the GoldenEye and Wren. I think that's fair.
I think it makes sense too. And yeah, immediately you'll have such a good setup in that first column for the partridge. And now Eva, Lyrebird, Teal, Heron, Jay. I mean, Teal and Lyrebird seem like the instant standouts. I think if you're Eva and you've seen the Jesus get 2 birds, I mean, you probably expect that they would have maybe they'd have a wetland option. I think you'd probably expect that Savvy's would likely go, but maybe you get a hand on that Sapsucker if Eva wants it. So I think not reading too much into the tray, you'd probably look to keep Lyrebird and Teal. But I mean, Lyrebird is pretty expensive, and there's no guarantee there will be a good brown power coming out in the forest for Jeast. So what do you think?
Yeah, I think like the biggest part of it is that, we don't know what our opponent has in terms of forest options. So maybe there is a possibility that if we want to gamble, we can keep the Teal and potentially get the Sapsucker from the trade, though it's like it all depends on our opponent's starting options, right? So we cannot guarantee that either of the birds, like Savvy's or Sapsucker or Partridge for that matter, stays in the tray. So it's like it's a safe choice then, having like this option in the forest, the bird to play, and a possibility then to reset the feeder with extra food. Yeah, exactly. But then it also works for diet specialists. I mean, definitely.
And yeah, interesting, kind of a rule 16. I mean, if you see the partridge go down, then I feel like if you're Eva and you don't have a good egg solution, then you're probably thinking that, okay, Jeast probably doesn't have a forest egg option. They're going to be spamming grasslands. It also means that, that red start now could be valuable. But you also know that Jeast won't take it. I'd probably play Teal and hope to get my hands on at least the red start and maybe the starling too. And then, you just search for egg-laying pink powers, and maybe that's sort of your route to eggs this round if you're Eva.
Yeah, so it's really interesting, right? With the Starlink potential to try and swing that end of round 1. If again we're trying to predict if G's trying to go for some of the end of rounds, so like just try to work for the first one. But yeah, I think playing teal before taking the red start, I think it's like not a major gamble, but something to save some tempo.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's smart. And then it also, like, Eva is going to have a few decisions potentially where, they're going to want a tuck on a bird for this end of round. But if the teal keeps on finding good birds, then you're not going to want to tuck it. So we might see some of those decisions coming into play. Pukeko's a great find. But yeah, not getting the red start.
Yeah, interesting.
Huh.
And like again, this choice for 3 birds, like teal is like also a gambling power, right? Because like we're looking at 3 birds and none of them can be from the wetlands, but 3 of them were from the wetlands actually.
Yeah, it's lucky. Really nice. I mean, yeah, maybe burning the wetlands cards from the deck though, so maybe we'll see some teal failures, but hopefully not for her sake.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, maybe not taking the red start is also like we are counting on G's not caring about the red start at all, and again, like those small predictions of what our opponent is going to do. I think at this level, like because both the players are really great, they can kind of predict what their opponent is going to do with the information that they have. But I think now it's like it's time to take red start. No, not true. It's interesting.
I think so, but yeah, maybe she's just super confident that Jeast isn't going to use a draw on it. And yeah, considering the tuck here, I think I would probably go for the tuck. You have so much card access, you're about to get more from the Warbler. I think you just lock in that tuck while you have it offered for the end of round right now.
Yeah, I tend to agree. I mean, unless Eva is trying to go for maybe of some type of wetlands engine.
Yeah,
though
it's true, and the Heron is okay for that.
Yeah, I don't think right now it's looking really good because you would like to have tuck and draws, or like the best is like tuck and lay.
Yeah.
Wow, what? Actually taking 2 birds like around. Oh my god.
Oh wow, what a find. That was such a quick choice too.
Yeah, immediate Bonelli, but then again, this tuck and lay, I mean, it's like
so strong.
Yeah, it's interesting, but yeah, since you already have the diet specialist, I think it's fair to take Bonelli. I mean, it's like such a big bird, such a big point swing, and then also working for your bonus card is like it's even bigger point swing. So I don't.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't hate it. It's just like players speed running at this point. It's like
I know
so many things to talk about, but then they're like immediate choices.
I know they're going at breakneck speed. Especially when you commentate games with so much draw, it's hard to keep up. So many options. I mean, it is really interesting that still. I think Eva must be counting on that Pukeko for her egg source. Otherwise, I don't know why she would otherwise leave the red star and not take the blackbird. So that must be the plan. Obviously, nice to get that robin down when you have so many cards to tuck and draw in the meantime.
Yeah. But now, since she used that rodent to reroll the feeder to take some extra nectar, I wonder what's the play is gonna be, because like now we can only play a bird in the grasslands or lay eggs to play the bird in the forest or wetlands. So let's see.
Right.
And it's not enough time to play Pukeko in the first round then.
Exactly. And meanwhile, Jeast, so much value. 5 eggs a turn is already just so strong. wrong.
Yes. Okay.
I don't know if I'm Eva now, like, who knows, if not getting to play Pukeko in this round was a mistake, then I think at this moment I would pivot. I would take food, grab that red start, and just get it down. I think, like, a Pukeko alone isn't going to solve your egg issues for the entire game. And right now you can still solidify that red start. It helps your diet specialist. You're going to at least get 10 eggs from that throughout the game, right? So I think you still just lock that in.
Yeah, I think it's like still a big value choice. Again, especially with a diet specialist, it's right now it's easy to play. I mean, you can take food right now. You will have 3 nectar and a rodent or fish of choice, and then just play the red start, extra egg. You can pick up on food later, play more birds, and it's like, collateral value sort of.
Exactly.
Yeah, but long thinking process now.
Eggs. So what do you think they're going to play?
Okay, discarding a nectar. So it's like it has to be either Banelli right now or potentially that black turn that Eva picked up from the drawing cards. Yeah, that turn, maybe.
Yeah. That's the only single cost bird.
Yeah, I don't see the kite being played at this point, though it is a possibility, but where do you play it then? In the forest to get more food access? I guess there is also an option then.
And Jeast now going for the tie, the end of round tie, which he'll definitely be happy with. Eva maybe could have made a push, and eggs again. Interesting. So maybe, I mean, they're obviously trying. She's obviously trying to use the nectar, and isn't too keen on playing the single cost birds. So we'll see what she uses those eggs on.
I don't quite. Ooh, okay,
Wow.
Moltoni. I mean, that would have been so nice with the black red start as well. I still don't understand why she was so reluctant on like just picking up the black red start as an option at least. It was so easy to do.
Exactly. So what do you think she's going to pick up now, Moltoni's or Goldeneye?
Do we have like a lot of... I don't think we have a lot of cavities, right? So I think, Moltoni is a choice.
I think that makes sense, actually, yeah.
It's like they work together great, but you will have to find the birds for Goldeneye, right? And Moltoni is just basically a tempo saver. Because with that setup, I think Java is going to alternate between habitats a lot. It's like it's not. Let's say the birds in hand doesn't look like the potential for the engine. So I think that Moltoni pick was really nice.
I think that makes sense too, and she probably also knew that Jeast wasn't about to take the Goldeneye, given his existing egg engine. So, and at this point, she can just take a bunch of food, continue to cycle, and hopefully start to build this out. I think the turn makes sense to get rid of. And now off the top, okay. I mean, Eagle again, diet specialist. Kind of works. I think if I was Eva, I'd be trying to, I don't know, maybe get that Robin down for more food access. And what else does she have? Obviously the Moltoni, like probably Robin, Moltoni, and Pukeko in some order. Maybe not all this round, but I feel like those would be the birds I'd prioritize. Yeah.
And on the other board, Jeast is figuring out his food sourcing. So again, like with Savis, it's really nice. And Partridge only had to work once, so that Jeast can already play 4 birds in his forest. And now he has an option to get 5 food per turn, which is again really great activation.
Yeah, and then hopefully he can just focus on building out a Grasslands engine for the rest of the game, but I mean, also just has some big point birds and has that starling, so we can just keep taking food for a while.
Yeah, I don't think it's like even like a priority for Geast right now to build the grassland engine, because again, just by itself, Partridge is so strong that like you don't have to put all your efforts. I mean, putting an effort to build a grassland engine is really nice, but now options for Geast are like not that. But even then, you just have big birds, and then you just play them, and Partridge allows for that. So like, without activating the grasslands too much. So it's really nice.
Yeah, that's true. I see what you mean. Even if I think he can just react to what he draws. If he draws good engine birds, then Partridge works for that. And if he just draws high point birds, like more things like the Naughty, then, as you said, can continue to take food. And when he does have to egg, it's extremely efficient. So he set himself up with a really strong start. And Eva drawing the Purple Martin, which is a little awkward. Would love to see like the Warbler or something more for the forest. But I mean, if you're playing Multonies, you're going to be going in every habitat, assuming she is. So maybe the Martin is still a good play.
Yeah, I think it's all right. I think maybe it's not going to be played if I were to play with that hand. So now we... as yellow, we have to lay eggs and draw cards. So I think it's with Martin. I don't think it's like the value from Martin at this point doesn't seem to make it worth it.
Yeah, because you'd only be egging in 3rd and 4th round, so you probably only get maybe 3-4 activations on it. Maybe more worth to play, the 8, 6, 7 point birds.
Yeah. I think right now it's like for both players it's the choice of just play the biggest birds that you have. Because it's like no engines for players.
Yeah.
It's a game about playing birds, not clicking a button.
Yeah, not just letting your grassland go burr.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Eva needs to draw here, and then she has a nectar fish and worm, so could go for the heron. That may be the play that fits her food cost the best, so I think that will likely be it, unless she draws something else.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Okay, that has to hurt. I mean, that's such a morale boost for Geasts.
That is brutal.
From a single node activation, four fish, and we tag them all. It's like, again, it's emotional damage. Oh, and the white stork. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I mean, he's getting everything he could ask for, like points, a grassland engine if he wants to pivot, or just play the white stork for the points if he doesn't want to pivot. I mean, he's kind of spoiled for choice. Okay, so
forever.
Yeah.
I think Kia at this point. No?
No, I guess not.
Okay, on the Turkey Vulture. Attack that. Yeah, no brown power hunters on the board.
It's Starling. Okay.
Starling for end of round, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense. And to just might as well build it out a little further. More egg capacity if they do want to keep egging into the game. So what's this play going to be? I think it'll be the heron. That makes the most sense to me. Unless you want to just go for points and play the ibis. I don't think you need hummingbird. Yeah.
It's again
end of round, but I'm not really sure that's worth it to play a game.
Yeah, it's really hard to judge when you have like 20 cards in the hand what's going to be better going forward. I think Ibis is fine. We can count on like gambly nature of Heron's power, as Jeast did with Nodi. I mean, like if you play Nodi and you never activate it, it's already fine. But it's like from a single activation for 4 attacks is insane.
It is. It's outrageous. I mean, that one activation will probably, if he scores 100 points, it'll count for like a 20th of his score. That one activation. It's a little absurd. But I mean, that's what you do with those birds. They're feast or famine, so to speak. You either get nothing or a lot sometimes. And yeah, this food engine is just super, super strong.
Absolutely, and again, White Stork in the hands. It's another like morale boost for Jeast, because Eva's like totem bird, I should say, is like White Stork, and if Michael's in the chat, you can confirm that.
I see. Jeast uncharacteristically not sharing resources this game. Taking it seriously.
I mean, there was some.
Savvy's. What am I?
There were some active.
Never mind.
Yeah.
He's still trying to save food himself.
I don't think they were like necessarily like the birds that he ever found from Savvy's activation were not that exciting. It's mostly like Bonelli from Teal activation, right? So.
Yeah. So, if you're a Jeast tier, do you play White Stork and then just start laying eggs and kind of going from there, or?
I would do that most likely, yeah. I don't see like another great way, like or a different way of proceeding from here. Because if we want to go full gamble, right, we play White Stork in the in the wetlands and activate Nodi again. Yeah, GoldenEye is fine. GoldenEye is like great value again. We played it right now, but I think like if we play it. But if it's to be played, then it's 1, 2, 3x per already, which is like again like. Temple Saver, though. Yeah. Though we have a partridge, right? So I don't see like, okay, if you're playing GoldenEye, then I think it's something between both GoldenEyes, right, on the board. So I think we take food again, play GoldenEye, and do whatever, maybe lay X, and then the rest of food goes on to Starlink.
Yeah, and then save the... Interesting that he's going for that instead of just getting the White Stork down and starting to make use of that partridge, but maybe he's concerned... I mean, he has tons of egg space, so I wouldn't be concerned about that. But yeah, like it does maximize the use of the common GoldenEye, so it is worth an extra 2 eggs in that sense.
Yeah, chat is saying that Jeast is working on behaviorist aspirational one. I mean... It's like, maybe it's a small thing. It's hard to say, but on the top level, I think players definitely consider the bonus cards that they might draw. So that if you have an option of trying to build your board so that a lot of bonus cards fits your needs, then it's definitely a thing to do.
I think so. I think especially ones like... I mean, behaviorist is so visually obvious. I think it makes it kind of easy to do. But I feel like when I'm playing the one where you need a sequential wingspan proves a bit too much for me. I'm like, I can't change my game plan around potentially drawing a wingspan bonus card.
Yeah,
but, you know, it can be worth it.
Okay, let's see. Eagle Hunt. Nice. Okay, what we're talking here? I think Martin. Yeah, Martin can go.
Interesting not grabbing the woodpecker. Yeah, I guess she has a lot of big birds.
Yeah, immediately woodpecker pick up from Gist.
Yeah. Drawing and now
Mockingbird.
Mockingbird. Oh my god.
Oh. 2
Now we're gonna
turns
see
left.
another naughty.
I think what's worth doing maybe is taking food and playing Mockingbird first, so then we can double the partridge.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe it's like we're spending 1 egg on Mockingbird, then maybe 2 eggs on our white stork. And do we have enough egg spots on Savi's and Carolina's Wren to maximize that potential of doubling the partridge? I think it's
Maybe. It'll be close, but
I think
possibly.
I think it's even more. I think it's even more, right? Because we have 5 turns left. Oh no! We have to take food and play the stork. So I think it's like just enough.
Yeah, but and you know what? With the starling, I think you're okay to do it because even if you run out of egg space, you can still spend a turn taking food. You'll get 5 food, and that's just 5 tucks on the starling. So that's not a bad backup turn if you are out of egg space.
Yeah, just doesn't like the plan. It's just saying, no, Mockingbird, you can go. Do we discard it? No.
Eva drawing some, like, just tons of big point birds. I mean, egret into puffin, woodcock, heron's still there. Yeah. Benelli still has, so I think it'll be a strong round 4 for her. If she can get all the food to pull it off.
I think she has like a great food source, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because again, Gist is sharing cards, so we can discard the cards we don't like for extra food, and play the birds that we deem worthy, and double play egret into puffin. Obviously, a great swing of points, and kind of. Okay.
Viticulturalist.
Nice.
No behaviorist yet, but maybe later.
I think again, like having the morale boost for Gist was like hitting a 4 for fish on the Noddy, but again, playing egret into puffin and maybe getting, I don't know, like the big bonus card that hits all of your birds is also a play that I can see giving a morale boost for the player.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to see it. We're about to with this Multoni play, I think.
Yeah,
5 nectar.
5 nectar. I don't see like the other play here. Maybe egret into Banelli, but yeah, Banelli just like a free. Ooh, okay. Wow. Eastern Imperial now gone, but it's fine. Yeah, we got the other.
There
we go. Yeah.
Skipping the starling. Okay. And then, all right, let's see the Multoni play.
Yeah, consideration here.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe just a moment to take some breath in after such a fast-paced game going into round 4.
It is tricky too. I've always felt that when you're playing on stream, having good card draw is obviously what you want for a good game. But when you're on stream, it can lead to some analysis paralysis. It hasn't seemed to affect these 2 players, but in general, it can be a lot too. While you have the nerves of being observed to also decide between 10 different birds and all these options. So.
And it's also, with that double play, it's a big swing in the wetlands for nectar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So extra point difference here. Bird counters.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know if they'll get any more, but 4 is You're happy with 4 if you get 4, I think.
Yeah. It's fine. We
Yeah,
can get more with Chaffinch, but I don't
Exactly.
think we're gonna play it.
Or, oh, that's true, because I was thinking also, in theory, she could have gone Citizen Scientist, put the Chaffrins in the forest, and then I think maxed it out with 1 forest turn, but it seems a bit of a distraction when you have so many high food birds to play.
Then it will be the same because it's like 6 points at max. And like Chaffinch is attacking birds, so it's already 6 points, so you don't have to force yourself into that play.
Exactly.
Round 4, and now Jeast is looking at what he's going to do. Okay.
And it looks like it's going to be an even spread on the end of rounds, because I don't see any way in which Eva is taking this end of round away from Jeast, so probably split down the middle for those.
Yeah, I mean, again, with Moltoni, so many good options. I think we drawing cards first and taking the red note, and then trying to find a way to play our Goldfinch.
Yeah.
And red notes at the same time, maybe, and then Bonelli is free.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely using the Moltoni to get 3 birds down this round. 4, including the Finch, I think is what you want if you're Eva. And you always just might as well draw first. Have more options.
Bonelli first. I mean, I would say it's worth at least denying the red note, right?
Yeah, I think so. Because you also have, like, I see the idea of wanting to build out your forest a bit more because you're going to have to take food. But at the same time, you have the extra cards to toss away anyway. So, I mean, well, it does still offer you 1 more then if you're going to toss cards. I can sort of see that reasoning, but I think typically I would have gone for the draw first as well.
Yeah, and now it's interesting that there are exactly 0 eggs on Eva's board, which can hurt her plays a lot. So now we kind of have to play our birds in the grasslands, I think.
Exactly.
Because we want to lay eggs at most once this round. So maybe it's gonna be Goldfinch into Woodcock, or maybe we're just ignoring the Goldfinch and don't want to play it at all.
Yeah, I think this is one of those moments where having that red start from the start of the game would have just built up a bit of an egg bank so that you're not in a bit of a tight corner like she is now on eggs. But hard to predict. Also, not finding other egg sources throughout the game. So Magpie went down. What's that for? Was that for Mechanical Engineer?
I think for that, and also for maybe the last end of round domination.
Yeah. Oh, right, because Jeast doesn't have a single ground nest, so it is just the Magpie, and then... So actually, he's... Oh, no, sorry, Partridge. So now he's maxed it out. I got it.
Yes. Yeah, so it's like it was for the second ground nest, yeah.
Yeah.
And
this is going to be a big...
No options, yeah.
From this egg.
Yep. Eggs now, and I wonder... No, we're just laying eggs the rest of the game, I think, for Jeast.
I think so as well.
And Eva has to work for extra points here.
Mm-hmm.
What's the best play here from that position?
I mean, either way, I think you'd expect Jeast to just lay eggs 3 times given he has no food. So I think you do have the flexibility. I think you would know that the feeder might not get reset. And ultimately, you don't really need the nectar, again, if you're expecting Jeast to just lay eggs. So I think you can do things in any order you want. if it were me, then I'd probably lay eggs first, just because I know I have to do it anyway. Delay the decision.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
That's tough.
That reset was tough, but maybe now, good.
Okay.
We found the nectar, just in case. Okay, is it like the smallest bird in the game? That eagle tried to hunt 8 centimeters. Yeah, I believe so.
I think it is the smallest. Interesting, not taking. Well, right. Okay, she won't have the eggs to support red knot. That makes sense. She really needed like a long spur, some grasslands point bird. So Jeast is taking food. Interesting. He's trying to swing the nectar in the grasslands with the starling. That makes sense, because that'll be 5 points plus a 6-point swing if he pulls it off. He also knows that Eva has 2 nectar, so that would just swing it. Oh, but only if he has 5. So
only if she doesn't play the bird in the grasslands, which is like I think she's supposed to do with that woodcock.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, but the plan is basically, again, delay the action of lane X, because again, like taking food is basically 3 points on starling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Yeah, I think it's fine. And so if you're Eva now, you have to draw and you have to play a bird. You might as well draw at this point.
Yeah, but do we have enough? We don't have enough eggs, right? Wait, woodcock? What?
Because you could play
we have Multoni.
Yeah. Unless
or maybe we just don't activate Multoni. We play woodcock and lay eggs.
Interesting. Yeah, I think it just makes sense to draw here. No?
I mean, Goldfinch is fine, but then we don't have eggs for both Goldfinch and Multoni. I don't understand right now. I mean, I would probably draw first and then see what are the options there.
Mm-hmm. And then maybe something better than Goldfinch.
But most likely is just we draw cards and then we play the woodcock.
Yeah, because right now, Eva is just gonna have to. I mean, I guess just draw. But I don't know why you wouldn't, or just lay eggs. No, so Eva's gonna lay eggs, toss a card, and then
it's less points because we haven't drawn this turn, and Multoni activation. If we draw, it's 1 point, but then 8 points from woodcock. We never lay eggs here, I think.
But the Goldfinch can get activated anyway, right?
Okay. Goldfinch, okay, because like I forgot that we can activate from that, but then we have enough food because we overpaint this fish. Yeah, that's fine then.
Yeah, just narrowly enough food. And then this also does secure.
And now we scoring points from end of round, which is completely understandable.
Oh right. Okay, I forgot about the end of round. So that makes some sense. I guess that was kind of the thinking from the start, that if she wanted to play more birds, she'd have to lay eggs once, and then if she wanted to qualify for end of round, which she birthed another 4, she'd have to do that. So, in that sense, given the situation she was in, I suppose it was a safer play than drawing and activating Multoni's.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think none of this would have happened if we are to pick up black-red starts in the first round.
I know. I think that would have made the whole game a lot, I think, simpler for Eva.
Yeah. So I think both players are scoring really nice. I mean, gonna have a lot on X, and I think Eva has a decent score. I believe I had a glimpse of it was around 100 now, but it's going to be even more. 101?
Yeah, probably be like 100, right? It's probably like 115 more after.
Yeah.
115 after the woodcock and the end around, so.
I believe so.
Okay.
Okay, fingers crossed. Just don't skip the counting for
I know,
for the
please.
scores. Some spoilers. Okay, yeah. With Coconut on the boards, and like, how many birds with big points? 5, 6 for Yava. Was really nice.
Hmm.
Okay, skipping the nectar, but not skipping the scores. Let's see
Yeah,
who's
thank
the
you.
winner here.
Wow.
Okay,
big lead
60
on
points.
Birds.
Yeah, nice.
Okay, end of rounds are split, I think. Oh no, she's right. Give us some more eggs. The red juice will pull it back.
Okay, close.
Very close.
Yeah, just take it. But I think the game was really nice from both players.
I agree. Yeah, so difficult to when you're both dealing with a surplus of cards like that. It's great to have options, but it's hard to decide. So that's well played.
Yeah, the only thing I think I would definitely consider the Black Star, at least try to pick it up with the Robin to have it as an option. But otherwise, I think players did their best and played really great.
Yeah, I agree. Wow, Major League Wingspan is such a I don't want to say slog, but like it's incredible to me that this is one of 1,000 games or something. It's quite the spectacle.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, thanks everyone for joining us today for the Dirge Derby between Jest and Eva. Just take it 120 to 113. And please make sure to join the game tomorrow so that we're gonna have Captain Awesome versus Etma. That one is like a family derby.
Oh, I love that.
Exciting.
Definitely tune into that.
Yeah. So thanks everyone for joining. GG's to the players. Thanks. Thanks Noam for joining me here today for the commentating. And
thank you.
We see you guys around.
Yeah. Thanks, Ox. See everyone around.